Alright everybody, I blended the pumpkin down to a very fine pulp and I have the seeds separated out. We're going to turn this into some pumpkin soup in a little bit, and after Sabrina helps me with washing these, we're going to try to bake some pumpkin seeds and have a nice snack. I'll come back once I have everything ready to get put together into the pot. Alright, we're back. Here I have 15 ounces of the pureed, or at least ground up pumpkin. I have the Lakanto monk fruit, I think it was, that she told me.
Golden monk fruit sweetener.
There you go, the Lakanto golden monk fruit sweetener. Got ground cinnamon, garlic, and chicken broth. And what I did is I took 1 tablespoon of all those ingredients, and salt and pepper. Did 1 tablespoon of all those ingredients. I know garlic and cinnamon, believe it or not, it works, trust me. And chicken broth, those things actually will meld pretty well together. We're going to take and dump it all in this pot here and just let it cook for a long time so that this can kind of fall apart and become liquidy and be ready to go. Once it's all done, after about an hour, hour and a half of cooking on medium heat, I will then add in some heavy whipping cream to kind of help it kind of thicken and become more of a soupy kind of texture. Alright, I'll come back later. Alright, and there you go. You can see the soup is actually boiling. Everything's kind of mixed well. There are some pieces of some pumpkin stuff still there. But what's going to happen is I'm going to add in 1 cup of whipping cream. And then after I let it cool and simmer for about 10-20 minutes, I will then strain it out because Sabrina and I aren't a big fan of all the little, what to call it, little pieces. We want just liquid. And then that's it. It'll be done and ready to eat. Go ahead.
Nobody's a fan of the pulp.
Agreed.
You said like we were special people because you don't like it.
Well, I mean, I've seen some people actually online eat it with the pulp.
That's disgusting. They're just doing it for likes.
Oh, we don't care about likes, obviously. Alright, we'll be back soon. So what you doing, Sabrina?
I'm removing the pulp from the pumpkin seeds so that we can cook them. I already gave them a bath. I gave them a bath, and now I'm just removing any extra bits of pulp that's in it.
Cool.
And then they're going to dry overnight, and we will cook them up.
Any plans on how we're going to cook them?
Well, we could, of course, classically just salt them. But what might be really good is to toss them in some butter and cinnamon and maybe some nutmeg and a little bit of golden monk fruit sweetener.
Okay.
Get like a cinnamon sugary sort of vibe. Very fall.
Okay, so the soup has time to actually finish simmering together. I'm now going to pour the soup into the bowl and filter out the little pumpkin pieces that Sabrina and I are not a big fan of, that a lot of people apparently are not a big fan of. So we're just going to pour it. It looks weird colored, but the flavor smells great at least. Hopefully we'll find out that it is. Great. Alright, now I'm just going to make a mess a little bit and then pick it up and filter it. And I'll be back once it's done draining. I took the leftover pieces from the pumpkin soup and I decided to filter them all out. And then sitting there with them, I was thinking about what I was going to do with them, and I decided to use them for chaffles. So inside here, you'll see we also have pumpkin chaffles. And we're going to give that a taste, and hopefully it's good as well as the soup. Alright, just want to catch y'all up on what's going on. What's your first impressions?
It's very heavy. How much like stuff did you put in this?
The usual chaffle recipe, and I did about 3 scoops of spoonfuls of pumpkin mix.
I don't see any pumpkin though.
Well, it's in there.
Did you put any like flavoring extracts or anything in it?
Nope, it's all natural.
Oh dear.
This is the same thing from the pumpkin soup. I just put it inside the chaffle.
It's good.
See, Chef John approves.
Chef John.
Yeah, it's his profession.
I don't know. I've never heard him called Chef John.
I think it's got potential. It's missing something, but it's definitely got potential.
Yeah, it doesn't really taste like pumpkin.
Huh.
Let's say you get the cheese.
Yeah, it does. It tastes like cheese.
Well, hopefully the pumpkin soup tastes like pumpkin.
Yeah, it just tastes like cheese. But I do see the pumpkin now that I cut into it.
Okay. Well, is it good cheese at least?
It's like a cheese waffle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's good. It's just I don't call it a chaffle. It's literally just like you put cheese in the waffle maker.
Okay, well, there you have it. The pumpkin chaffle was more of a miss than a hit. But if you just need to make some simple cheese bread, there you go.
I'm thinking some marinara sauce, you know, you can like dip it like a cheese stick.
There you go.
You can make a pizza with it.
There you go. All right. Well, signing out for now. We'll try the soup later. All right, my usual test subject is ready to try our pumpkin soup. I did add a tablespoon of sour cream in there, which is why I got a little light colored. The goal was to kind of thicken it up so it's not just all water. And let's see what Sabrina thinks. Any initial impressions?
So, you said you thickened it up.
It was looser.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like watery things. And when I agreed to pumpkin soup, my idea was that it would be more like tomato soup. Like creamy tomato soup, like creamy pumpkin soup. Almost like if you just had like the pumpkin puree that comes in the can and like thinned it up a little bit with some whipping cream, heavy whipping cream. That's what I thought this was going to be. But it's a little more like juice.
I can have some more cream next time. Come on, give it a flavor taste. Be brave.
So, just so we're all aware, this ain't my jam. Oh, God.
You can sip it if you want.
I definitely don't want to do that. Oh boy. It smells really good. Smells like... smells like pumpkin-y fall stuff.
You didn't taste it yet.
I said it smells.
Oh.
It smells good is what I said.
I heard you, but then you like stopped tasting it.
Because I spilled it.
Well, be careful.
Because it's very watery.
Put it in your mouth next time.
I'm gonna get there. Oh.
Come on.
Okay, it tastes good, but it's super watery, and I can't do watery.
I'll thicken it up later, but at least we know the flavors are right.
It tastes good. It's like a savory pumpkin, even though I would not consider like that cinnamony to be savory. It works really well. The flavor is really good. The texture is really bad.
I'll work on making it thicker.
So there you have it.
Hey everybody, this is part 3 of our date extravaganza. We've done the pumpkin carving earlier, which was a different video. And the first half of this video, of course, you just saw me make pumpkin soup. And now I am making this thing. Baked pumpkin seeds. There we go. And so in there, I just drew a blank. And we got butter, I got half tablespoon of Lakanto brown sugar monk fruit brown.
Monk fruit golden sweetener.
There you go. It's not real sugar, so that's why I was stumbling. Just gonna toss that in. And then I also have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Need less of that because that stuff is potent. Just gonna stir it up real quick. Voila, like magic. It all condenses. And then I'm gonna pour all these seeds in there, mix them around real good, and then throw them out right here, nice spread out. Oven is set to 300, and I'm gonna put it in the oven for 40 minutes. So let's get all there. Oh, in case you forgot, or in case I forgot to tell you, there is 5 ounces of pumpkin seeds in here. So
it's really just whatever came out of our glorious pumpkin.
But when I weighed it, it was 4.7, and Sabrina just told me to round up because y'all don't like those decimals apparently.
Nobody understands or needs decimals.
Decimals save lives.
No, they don't. When's the last time a decimal came and gotten you out of a sticky situation?
Whenever I get a check.
That's not even true. They could have just rounded up.
They could have, or rounded down.
No, they could have rounded up, and it would have been better for everybody. So screw decimals.
Anyways.
They're making it hard for the common man.
So everything is all coated. Sabrina is being mathematically logical.
No, that's not true. It makes perfect sense and you know it.
Actually, ironically, it makes no sense.
Okay, I'm going to call your employer and tell them to round your paycheck down then, because that's fine.
Apparently.
You just said it was fine.
Okay, and I'll tell the Telluride company we can't get it because we lost those changes.
That doesn't even make sense.
Exactly.
You gotta lay
decimals
those.
to
Hey,
make sense.
pay attention.
I am. Come on.
You gotta lay those flat.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
It looks like big mountains of seeds.
There. There, you happy? You're laying flat.
Oh my god.
God.
What do your hands taste like?
You want to come find out?
No, gross. For those following along at home, they should probably be a little more flatter than that. They're still kind of piled up on top of each other.
For those following at home, notice how I did all the work and she's criticizing.
Someone's got to hold the camera.
There, they're flat.
They're certainly not.
They're close enough.
They're not though. You have to flip them in the middle so they don't burn.
Okay, so 20 minutes.
All right.
In case you're curious at home, didn't make a video on it, but I'm about to make some fajitas. I got my green peppers, chopped up onion shoots and garlic shoots. Let's start back over. For those at home just curious, I got these chicken strips going on here that I cut nice and thin. Peppers, onion, and garlic shoots cut up real small. Regular onion bulbs cut up. What?
You still didn't say it was from your garden.
Oh, thank you. From my garden. Cheese. I got cheese. And of course, I made my own fajita seasoning. In here is about a teaspoon of everything. I got some lime and chili powder from Trader Joe's. I got xanthan gum to help suck up the moisture. I got a teaspoon of Lakanto organic erythritol.
What?
Yeah. Whatever that one was.
The white
powder.
one?
Yeah, the
it's
white
just monk fruit and erythritol.
That's by Lakanto.
Why is it? It's not organic. Why are you calling it organic?
Was it from like?
Why'd you put sweetener in fajita?
It helps contrast. It's very little actually.
Okay.
And then I have salt and pepper, cayenne pepper, pretty much a teaspoon of everything that's fajita, all up in there. The only thing I really substituted out was I didn't use cornstarch, which usually calls for cornstarch. I used the xanthan gum for that. And usually you put an actual teaspoon of sugar, and I used the erythritol in there. Anyways, we're gonna cook all this up too. Got my low carb counter wraps that we're gonna throw that in there and wrap them up with like a fajita. Might get Sabrina to help with that because whenever I wrap it, it's like a burrito. We'll see. And that's it. That's our main dinner tonight. That's a little bonus feature for you. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll show you when the pumpkin seeds are done. Hey,
all right. So I'm about to go to bed. It's my bedtime attire. Do you guys steal your husband's clothes to go to bed? Ladies, do you steal your husband's clothes when you're going to bed? Just curious. Anyway, the pumpkin seeds are done. They look quite appetizing. I guess we're gonna try them. You want me to try them on camera?
Yeah, we gotta see if they're any good or not.
I mean, they're just pumpkin seeds.
Go ahead.
Pumpkin seeds are delicious.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like just slightly sweet, but they're crunchy. Oh, look at this big conglomerate of seeds. And they're cinnamony. They're good. They're not too over flavorful. And they're not soggy. I hate soggy pumpkin seeds. Yeah, good snack. Like our video. Subscribe to our channel. And maybe I'll stop filming in pajamas. Probably not.